Ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Timmy, welcome back to Cool Ideas, where the cars are weird, the stories are true-ish, and Timmy's liver is somehow still functional. Today we're traveling to Postwar France, a land of fine wine, tiny coffee, and cars so small you'd swear they were built by children as a prank on adults. Yes, I'm talking about the Rovin D4, the microcar that looks like it was designed during a power outage by a guy who only had access to soup cans, bicycle wheels, and a bottle of red. Before we dig into this French pastry on wheels, I want to thank our channel sponsors. They keep us fueled with more coffee than is legal in 3 states. Let's rewind to the late 1940s. France is dusting itself off after World War II, and everyone needs a car, but nobody has any money, and you can't exactly fit a whole family on a bicycle. Trust me, Timmy tried, and he still walks with a limp. So the Rovin brothers, Raoul Marquis de Rovin, a motorcycle racing legend, and Robert Pegulu, decide to get into the car business. They scoop up the old Delaunay-Belleville factory, the Rolls-Royce of Paris, and go to work. Their mission? Build a tiny, cheap car for people who can't wait 5 years for a Citroën 2CV or Renault 4CV. The first Rovin prototypes pop up at the 1946 Paris Motor Show, and by 1950 the D4 takes its bow. We're talking proper voiturette stuff here. Think of it as Uber pool, except the pool is just a puddle and your Uber is an overgrown lunchbox. The D4 arrives with a rear-mounted, water-cooled, horizontally opposed, flat twin engine. 462cc of sheer, unadulterated modesty, pumping out a thrilling 13 horsepower. Yes, 13! The engine sits at the back, right where you'd expect to find a bag of groceries or, if you're Timmy, a 6-pack of whatever's cheapest this week. 4-speed manual transmission, sending that massive tsunami of power to the rear wheels. The D4 weighs in at just under 400 kilograms, that's about 880 pounds. At a hair under 10 feet 4 inches, 3.15 meters long, barely 3 feet 9 inches, 1.5 wide, and just under 4 feet 1 inch, 1.25 meters tall, it's the only car where the parking brake doubles as an escape hatch. Let's talk suspension and brakes, because unlike half its competitors, the D4 has 4-wheel independent suspension. Semi-elliptical leaf springs up front, coil springs in the back. That means theoretically you could drive over a French pothole and only lose 1 filling instead of all your teeth. Drum brakes on all 4 corners. Take that, BMW Assetto! And the wheels? Tiny steelies so small that when Timmy saw them, he tried to put them on his roller skates. Inside, it's minimal. Doors about as useful as the pockets in your pajamas, a folding cloth convertible top, and just enough space for 2 adults, if both recently lost a lot of weight. Performance? Well, 13 horsepower will get you up to 53 miles per hour, about 85 kilometers per hour. That's the same speed as your average Parisian cyclist, but the Rovin D4 won't curse at you in 3 languages. Fuel consumption is brilliant, around 3 to 4 liters per 100 kilometers, which means you can drive from Paris to Marseille for less than it costs to buy lunch at a tourist cafe on the Champs-Élysées. Production peaked around 1951 to 52, with about 420 units built that year. Total D4 production topped out at roughly 1,200 units, making it France's answer to how many toy cars does one country really need? After 1953, production fizzled. By 1958, Rovin was done, kind of like Timmy after 3 rounds at the pub quiz. Survivors today? Only a handful. Museums like the Lane Motor Museum in Tennessee and the Lumen Museum in the Netherlands have a few, and private collections occasionally unearth one, usually right next to the world's largest collection of disappointed spouses. Now, the D4's design is pure genius or madness, depending on how much you trust your optometrist. The front and rear are identical. You can walk up to the car and still not know if you're coming or going. It's the only car where reversing just means you changed your mind. The body is steel, the roof is cloth, and the entire thing looks like a wind-up toy that escaped a French department store. Even the paint had trouble figuring out which end was which. If you're into rare collectibles, here's where your wallet comes in. The big auction news: in 2013, R.M. Sotheby's sold a 1953 Rovin D4 for $29,900, which is about €27,500. In 2012, another one went for $27,500. French auctions have been a bit more frugal, €9,000 to €9,240 in recent years. The absolute cheapest recent sale? $7,590 at Mecum. So what makes the D4 special, aside from its size, shape, and uncanny resemblance to something built by accident? For starters, it had independent suspension on all four wheels, synchronized gears and hydraulic brakes everywhere, while the competition was still arguing about whether you even needed brakes at all. It was symmetrical, affordable, and so charming that even car magazines called it a pedal car for adults. Rovin D4s were entered in the Monte Carlo rally, though in true Timmy fashion, they arrived too late and got disqualified. The D4 was displayed in salons as a miniature marvel, perched under glass like a rare jewel, right across from the cars that would soon put it out of business. And look, I have to give it credit. The D4 may not have outmuscled a Citroën 2CV or won any drag races, but it did what it set out to do. It gave working French families mobility when there was little to be had. It was surprisingly sophisticated for a microcar, and it has outlasted most of its bigger, noisier competitors by simply being weird enough to remember. It's the underdog that always made it to the starting line, even if it sometimes forgot which way the race was going. To wrap up, if you enjoyed our ride through French microcar history, smash that subscribe button like Timmy smashes into traffic cones at go-kart night. Stay tuned for more vehicular oddities, tales of questionable judgment, and a host who can't decide if his neighbor Bob is crazy or just preparing for the future. See you next time. May your roads be clear, your brakes be hydraulic, and your friends be less confusing than the front end of a Rovin D4.